have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Contest of Speed. Tonight we are watching the AM3 division take on the 14 corner 2 DRS zone circuit Zandvoort. It's 306.587 kilometers of race distance, but tonight we will be doing about 153 kilometers. I am the Johnny Damon, and alongside me tonight, I have Cost Mindset. How we doing, Cost?
Good, man. Good. Really excited to get this round two going, and yeah, it's hopefully it's gonna be a good race. Looks like a little bit. It's a little bit cloudy outside. Might rain for quali at the end. Who knows? But yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting.
Absolutely. I am looking at my weather right now, and I do not see any rain in the forecast tonight. So we are just for qualifying. We just have an overcast all the way through quali. So this will make it very interesting for all these drivers on the circuit. Um,
Absolutely. And for everybody who missed round one in Suzuka last week, this is how everything played out right here. Here's the drivers' standings. Pablo with the win. Week one, Suzuka. Great showing by Pablo. Won by, I believe, like 10 seconds at least. Red Arrow in the Haas. Second, Nick rounding out the podium in Suzuka for Williams. His teammate right behind him, Witt in the Ferrari. Paulin, M1K in the Alfa Romeo, 6 and 7. Chipman and Zenke, both in the Aston Martins, 8 and 9. And Grew in the Haas, rounding out the top 10. We'll go and look at the constructors. Williams is P1 right now, 2 points ahead of AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri did only have 1 point finisher last week, and that was Pablo who won the race. Haas third, Alfa Romeo fourth, Ferrari fifth, Aston sixth, Mercedes, Red Bull, Alpine, and McLaren have yet to score points, so they are definitely hoping to score points here in Zandvoort.
Absolutely. Right now, we got Red Arrow coming out of the final corner to start his lap. He has opened up the DRS zone, making a run down to turn one now. Just crossed the start finish line. He's going to get heavy on the brakes all the way down to third gear. Back on the throttle at the apex. Now he's making his way towards the really nice fun bank corner of turn three. This is where you got to be very careful. Make sure you get all your traction coming off of that corner to get the run down this very long, twist, windy straight heading up towards turn seven. Just give me 1 second. I just got a message. I need to turn up my microphone.
Absolutely.
All right, so that should be a little bit better for everybody there. Following along with Red Arrow, came around turn 9 into turn 10. He's going to take this DRS straight between turn 10 and turn 11. You might see some overtaking moves happen here. You've got a 48.9 after sector 2 split coming off of turn 12. Got this Mercedes in front of him. If he has a good run, he might get a little bit of toe off of turn 14 heading down this long straight. Let's see what he puts down for the first lap as a benchmark for the remainder of the drivers. Comes across with a 110.298. Following along here, it looks like Mick is actually on pace for a faster lap through sector 1 at the moment, sitting in P2. He's got a purple sector 2 with a 24.228, and he actually gets topped by
Oh, shit.
another driver here. There's quite a bit of times coming through on the sectors, but Mick off of turn 14. See where he comes across the line up to P2 with a 110.125. So he's about a tenth and 1.3 tenths off at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry about this, guys.
Let's see who I can jump on board with at the moment. I'm following along with the Alpine MP8, making his way towards turn 11 now. He's going to get heavy on the brakes all the way down to fourth gear. Hits the inside curb of turn 11 now. Gets a nice run off of turn 12, heading towards 13 and 14. He's going to open up this rear DRS flap really early. If, in case you don't remember last game cycle or last year, uh, the DRS zone started a little bit later off the exit of turn 14. Now it's actually between turn 13 and 14. Uh, so it gives people a little bit more speed heading down the straight. Pablo Plays takes over pole with a 109.704.
Sorry, I just missed a lot of things. I was setting some things up. We should be all good now, though.
All right. Let's
Get the
see
Ferrari
here.
of, who is that? Whit J? No, that's looks like Easy 10. Looks like he's coming around the final corner right now. See where this will put him. Coming to the line right now. Stays P11 with a 110.8. Not bad for him, but I assume he definitely wants better.
Absolutely. It looked like he was trying to do a double outlap there to get those tires up to temperature, burn a little bit of fuel. Unfortunately, it didn't really improve his time much to put him any higher in the grid as he's sitting in P11 now right behind Electric Entree.
Yeah, looks like we got Pablo maybe. No, Pablo is coming in.
Whit J in the Ferrari coming off of turn 10, and he actually backs out of his lap. I'm not exactly sure what that was for. He's kind of really slowed down here.
Looks like Chipman in the Aston Martin's about to start his lap. We can go on board with him to start his first lap of quali. Coming around turn 1, decides to keep it tight through there. Plenty of different lines that you can take around this course. Basically every turn, everybody has a different line. Let's see. Goes low, stays in the middle. Good line from him. No snaps on the exit, keeping it clean. Now to one of the quickest corners on the track. You can keep it flat here if you really want to. Purple sector 1 it looks like. Keeps it clean. Don't touch the grass on the outside. Don't hit the curb too hard. Brake while turning. Try not to lock up. These long swinging corners, very hard to lose the back end on you. Open the DRS right here. Last straight before the line. For me, these are probably the hardest corners for me to hook up and keep speed through. See where this lap will put him. Looks pretty tighty so far. Keeps it tight to the curb. DRS opens halfway through the banking, all the way up to the wall, bringing it to the line. Let's see what time this will do for Chipman. Chipman, a 110.6, puts him P11. Not a bad lap from him.
Yeah, it was a solid lap. Sorry, I was just messaging boss man here, trying to make sure everybody's in. But through all 3 sectors, we have 3 different purple sectors on 3 different drivers. So not one driver is dominating all. He's not dominating the entire lap. We got Pablo Plays with a purple sector 1.
Red Arrow
Mick,
just went P2.
Oh, and SR Fame took a purple sector 2 here, so it looks like he might be on a great lap at the moment.
Yeah, Nick goes P7 after that lap. Good lap from him.
SR Fame off of turn 14 with that DRS open. He's going to cross the line. Ooh, he only gained a half a tenth there. Unfortunately, not improving.
ASAP Loggy starting his lap now, trying to get a better representative time on the board for him and the Merc. Like earlier in the stream with the table, Merc have yet to score points, so they're hoping definitely to score some big points for the team today. Bring home a good load. And yeah, let's see if he keeps it clean through here. Doesn't really touch the curb on either sides. It's definitely one of the hardest tracks. Got to look out for cars grounding themselves on that curb right there. And yeah, it's really, if you get on that curb, it's almost a death wish.
Sorry,
ASAP.
I am finding
No worries.
somebody at the moment.
ASAP coming around the final corner right now. Opens DRS just a little late. Bringing it up to the wall. Goes back down to the track. Gonna bring it in, decides otherwise. Oh, almost a collision in pit lane. Don't know what that was. Definitely not good. Gru jumps up to P4, just 2 tenths behind his teammate in P2. Pablo is P1 right now. Good lap by Pablo. Red arrow right behind. Haas looking really strong right now.
I'm trying to get Days into here. Where is he? There he is. I've sent him an invite, so Days Freak should have an invite now. Let's see here. Who is on a lap? Looks like Gru. No, he is not.
I'm with Electric Entree right now. Oh, and Electric Entree spins it, but he does save it right there at the middle sector. Definitely unfortunate for him. Let's see. Who is this? Pablo? No, it's Pablo's teammate, Unkempt Arc. He didn't have a great race in Suzuka last time. Looks like he's about to start his first lap to get a time on the board. The other driver without a time on the board is Goose Tavo in the Merc. Looks like we have Gru coming around again. Yeah, going into the pits. Electric Entree got to bring it into the pits. It's like the only drivers on track right now that are setting times are the Ferrari of Easy 10. Easy 10 now coming through the final 3 corners. In that beautiful scarlet red Ferrari. How's everybody liking the livery that they just revealed this year?
The livery looks nice, but I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite the Alfa Romeo, the stake team. That's by far my favorite livery on the new season.
Yeah, definitely my 2 favorite are Visa Cash App and Stake, just because they're different.
Absolutely, different color scheme. I like the black with the lime green. I think it really makes it stand out.
Yeah, it's definitely bold, that's for sure. Unkempt now, finishing his lap. Sorry about that. Jumps up to P16. Not a great lap from him.
Oh, and I'm following along with Zenki right now as he's heading into turn 8, making his way towards turn 9.
2 tenths down for Zenki. Seeing if he can push his way through here, keeping it steady. See, it's really hard to tell if people are on good laps or not based off people's lines, because everybody has, I mean, you can take like so many different lines around this entire track.
Absolutely, and it looks like Zenki lost some time in Sector 2, so I'm not exactly sure if he's going to continue with this lap or if he might box and get a new set of tires. SR
Goose Tavo
frame.
Retired in the pits, it looked like.
Yeah, he has to back out and make a change to his settings before I can re-invite him back into the lobby, because right now all of his assists are locked up.
Looks like we have Angel finishing his lap right now.
SR Fame just set a fastest purple Sector 2 with a 24.038, so he's making his way off of turn 15 now.
He has a 10th up, but sorry about that.
No, you're good. Heading towards the line.
Oh!
He improved, puts himself on pole.
Wow, he gained like 3 tenths in that those last 2 corners right there. I'm just really excited. I keep interrupting you.
No, you're good. Yeah, it looks like he's got a purple Sector 3 as well there with a 21.077 in Sector 3. So that was a great lap by SR Frame. I don't see any driver actually here that is close to him besides maybe in Sector 3 you see whoever's 5. They need to adjust their UDP settings, but that's Gru in P5. So he's the closest one to Frame in Sector 3.
I'm looking right now, and it looks like both the Haas's are pretty close to each other. Not too close, but they're both on their lap. See if Red Arrow can maybe find 2 tenths, put himself on provisional pole with 3 minutes left. He is a 10th up heading into the final sector right here. Can he keep it clean? He needs about a 10th more to get provisional pole. Can he do it? Got to carry the speed around this corner. Very easy to lose the back end. Open the DRS early. Keep it tight. Keep the middle line. Goes up high, actually. He is blinking. He is out of battery. He's going to lose time there. He improved by a tenth and a half, but that battery definitely lost him the time that he needed right there.
Definitely, and you know, it's kind of strange looking at these sector times here. You got Red Arrow 3 seconds faster in sector one, which I'm assuming that is wrong on my screen for some reason.
3 seconds.
Yeah, that's definitely wrong. But yeah, Red Arrow's putting down a good time there. He is actually less. He's about 7/10 off the back of frame here for P1. So that was a great lap by him.
Nick did just go P5. Ferrari of Easy 10 going to have some traffic coming up here. His teammate, see if maybe his teammate's going to give him a tow on this back straight. No, his teammate just hops out of the way. Unfortunately, can't give him the tow. Breaks the board. See if the AlphaTauri gets out of the way nicely.
Easy 10 Ashley backed
Oh,
out of
and
his
Nick,
lap there.
5-place grid penalty.
That's
It looks
unfortunate.
like Nick's own teammate gave him the 5-place grid penalty. It looks like Nick's maybe trying to give him a tow and got got a blocking penalty. That's very unfortunate. Almost like we saw one of the who was it, Zenki and Suzuka, who at the end of qualifying got a blocking penalty when he couldn't control it.
Yeah, absolutely, and
That's
you know, quite frankly, P9 of Angel, he is out of the session. He got some terminal damage, so that takes him out of the session. And in P5, where is it? I think it's Wit J. He also has invalidated his lap as well.
yeah. Looks like who's about to finish the lap? Looks like the Aston Martin's going into the pits, which he does. Red Arrow is not on a lap. I assume he's about to go into the pits. I think maybe is
The
Easy 10 on
Pablo
the lap?
Plays is on a lap at the moment into turn 11. He has a purple sector 2, making his way around turn 12, heading towards 13, where he's going to open up that DRS flap off the exit of 13 right before the entrance of 14. Going to try and tuck it down to the inside. He's going to let the car slide back to the outside. Comes across the line. Is he going to
Hey,
pull?
there
He
you
does
go,
with a
Pablo. There he is. Provisional pole by around 3.5 tenths. M1K just goes P2. Still 3 tenths behind. What a lap by Pablo right there. Absolutely
Yeah.
putting the hammer down.
Yeah, Mick right behind him at 3/10 off, though. That's not close enough to take that pole away from Pablo Plays.
ASAP Loggy now in the Mercedes going through the downhill right-hander. See if he can, this is definitely the final lap for these guys right here. Days Freak in 18th with no time, just starts his lap just in time. See if he can get a good lap in, maybe put himself up high. ASAP Loggy open up the DRS for the last time in qualifying here at Zandvoort. Throwing it in tightly. Oh, and Days Freak just spins in the bank corner and is out. Unfortunately, in P18. Not a good debut for him. ASAP Loggy now around the final corner. He definitely will gain some time. If I remember, he opened that DRS up late last time. ASAP Loggy to the line. Where does this put him? Jumps up to P11. I'm sure he's not too happy with that. Paulin, no wing. M1K, who is this in the Ferrari? Easy 10 going into the pits. I think that might be quali done.
Yeah,
Or no,
looks
Speedy
like
Bullet. Speedy Bullet goes off.
Oh no, and Paul and Hell is actually on a lap way towards turn 11, and he has no front wing, so I don't think he's going to get any improvement. He's actually at
Yeah, unkempt.
25.
Invalidated going to the pits. Paulin, no wing. Yeah, that's it for quali. Okay. There's your top 10. Pablo with the absolute banger of a lap. Put himself P1 by around 3.5-ish tenths. M1K in the Alfa Romeo. A 194 SR frame. Good showing for him in McLaren. A 195 Red Arrow. The top Haas boy today. A 1959. Very tight between the top 2, 3, 4. Zenki running out the top 5. Nick 6. Gru 7th. Speedy 8th. Angel 9th. Paul in 10th. ASAP 11th. Entree 12th after retiring. Whit J in the Ferrari 13th. Chip 14th. Easy 10 in the other Ferrari 15th. Unkempt 16th, I believe. Goose 17th and Days rounding out the bottom after joining late.
Absolutely. So everybody was able to get some laps in besides Gustavo and Days Freak. Just looking at the weather for the next session, it is going to be a surprise for everybody. I'm not going to break the news out to you guys.
Oh, please be raining. That would be interesting. Nick, with his 5th-place grid penalty, is going to unfortunately drop him down to 12th.
Yeah, Nick did get that 5th-place grid penalty. That is very unfortunate because we really want the track position here at Fort. Since between turn 14 and turn 1, that's the strongest DRS zone on the circuit, and that's really where you're going to make most of your moves to gain any position across the race. So at the time, we are just kind of in intermission until we get ready for the Grand Prix here.
Gonna get going quick here. Remember, no formation lap. We're just gonna get right into the action. I'm excited. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's dry. Is it going to go wet? Tell me. I'm excited.
Just waiting for all my information to pull up here on my side. But what I was seeing is that it was sticking with dry all the way to the Grand Prix here. So there was no rain whatsoever here at Zandvoort today.
Yeah, Lee, you suck. All right. Who do we want to ride aboard? Who do we want to ride on board with to start this race?
We'll probably want to be with P3, which is going to be SR Frame. This is going to allow us to get a very good shot down the straight into turn 1.
Here we go. 1,
like
2, 3.
5 lights and
SR Frame. And the Mercedes, a lot of action kicking off in the back of the field. Is everybody going to keep it clean? Looks to be so. Everybody keeps it clean. No incidents so far. Great job. SR Frame jumps up into P2.
Pablo Plays is looking to try and pull that 1 second gap ASAP.
Speedy Bullet looking for
soft
moves.
Tires. He is. So looking at the tires here, we got Pablo Plays on soft, mediums from P2 all the way down to 6. And then P7 is hards. And then Angel is on softs. And then ASAP and Paul and Hell is on mediums. Nick is on hards, Easy 10 on hards, Gustavo and Unkempt are on softs. Freak, Chipman, and Whit J are on mediums, and Electric Entree are on softs as well.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised by the amount of tire differential there is. Here's the positions gained so far. Gustavo with 4 positions. Everybody else pretty even. Pablo sets the fastest lap, of course.
Got some movement going on back here between ASAP, Gru.
Oh, and ASAP
a little
maybe locks up.
He's actually and then he gets right into the back of his teammate and spins out Gustavo going in turn 3. ASAP Loggy spun his own teammate of turn 3. That's very unfortunate.
I can't believe I missed that. I turned away. Unfortunate timing. I'm so sorry, guys.
All good. Following along board with Mick as he's trying to put the pressure on Frame here for that 2 position, as Pablo Plays has created that 1 second gap as DRS is going to open up this time by on lap 3.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like still very tight between this top 5. Is Pablo's the only one on softs, right, in the top 5?
I believe so. Yes, Pablo is the only driver on softs in the top 5. He is also holding the fastest lap, which is to be expected. He sets it again.
Going for the move on SR Frame. Will SR Frame try and fight this side by side into turn 1? M1K does have the better line. SR Frame with the switchback. His wing right on his tires. M1K looks to get the move done for right now. Great move by him, getting it done nice and cleanly.
Absolutely. Zenke gets a little loose off of turn 3, and here comes Speedy Bullet
Oh, they
looking to take
touch!
advantage of hill towards turn 7. Speedy Bullet was able to overtake him, and Unkempt gets the 5-second speeding penalty into pit lane.
Chipman also pit as well, and the other Aston Martin. Fortunate for these top guys. Zenke in 6th, Pablo in 1st, teammates in the pits. Looks like...
Jump back up here with Frame as he's under attack from Red Arrow.
Yeah.
Heading towards turn 11.
Very tight between 3, 4, 5, right, or 2, 3, 4, pardon me. Let's see what the, oh, Zenke with the little snap down there. Gonna lose a spot to Gru. Kept it out of the wall though, which is definitely for the best right there.
Definitely.
SR Frame already blinking.
Yeah, using all that ERS. Very hard track to regenerate your ERS here. The Frame is gonna have to find a way to keep in front or pull a 1-second gap and not have to worry about taking again.
Yeah, absolutely. SR Frame, can we get a ERS check on M1K and Red Arrow?
Absolutely. Let me pull that up for you here.
They are on the same tire compound, so it's kind of surprising how SR Frame is already blinking. Pablo, though, with Pablo's loving SR Frame holding these guys back with no battery. Pablo just enjoying life on the softs. 2.5-second gap. I did do a practice race earlier and started on the softs. The softs can, if you're really risking it, go 13-ish laps and you'll be around 70-ish%. But the tires definitely don't last very long. Maybe if he can hold out till an early safety car rather, and put on those hards, he'll be in a great spot.
Yeah, definitely will be in a great spot. If he saved those soft tires until the end, he might have had a better second stint. But now looking at it, M1K is actually blinking as well. Red Arrow not blinking, but M1K makes the move on Frame into turn 1, and here comes Red Arrow side by side. Frame.
Yeah, Nick was also looking for a move as well. Didn't get it done, stayed behind. Yeah, M1K blinking, Frame blinking. Red Arrow just staying behind, looking at the blinking lights. He's blinded by the lights. All right, that was cringy. I'm sorry.
Your biggest movers so far is going to be Speedy Bullet in P5 up 2 positions, and Easy 10 in P12 up 3, Freak in P15 up 3 as well. Chipman down 3, and Zenke has also 3 positions as well.
Yeah, looking further down the field here, Zenke, looks like we actually have Angel to Nick right here, 6th to 9th. Nice little DRS train. Looks like Speedy Bullet, though, in the other Williams, is kind of stuck in no man's land right now, trying to catch the back of this front pack.
Frame gets a great run through turn 14, was able to complete the pass well before the start-finish line.
Zenke's out. Zenke lost it. Safety car.
Oh,
Let's see if we can see his wreckage. Looks like he just dropped the back end right here. Maybe got too much curb. It was right there. You can see his skid marks kind of in the grass. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Absolutely. We got the first safety car of the Grand Prix on lap 6.
And Whitjay dive in the pits, taking advantage of that nice timing for them. Days Freak's got to be happy after spinning early on the start, getting back into the pack, hoping to close. Looks like we might have some safety car games going on right here. Oh, Red Arrow almost went into the back of M1K. Keep it clean, boys. We're under safety car.
Yeah, we don't need any incidents here under the safety car. Let's see here. Is anybody going to change onto the hard tires from the front of the grid?
Yeah, let's go to position change again. Not too many people have pit. No, BK, it's not raining. It actually says it's supposed to be dry the entire race, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be dry the entire race. Days Freak is now up 6 positions all the way to P12.
Yeah, I see that. Not really too many people as biggest losers. Only down 2 at the most. Chipman P16. Besides Zenki, who's unfortunately crashed out at lap 6 of the race. Go to stops. Our bottom 2 drivers right now that are still running, Kempt and Chipman, both have 2 stops already under their belt. Goose, Witt, and Entree with a stop. Easy 10, speaking of the stops, goes into the pits. Here's our tire graphic right now. Pablo's still on 6-lap old softs. I bet he's kind of mad that the safety car came out with his almost 3-second gap. Those mediums are definitely going to start being better than those softs. Angel down the middle of the field on softs. Looks like mediums is the number right, or the tire right now. Looks to be on. Looks like maybe Entree, Jay, and Kempt might try and go to the end on hards if there is no more safety cars.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to make it to the end on those hard tires. They definitely going to feel it towards the end of this Grand Prix. Just waiting for everybody to get caught up here. We do have no penalties at the moment for anybody, but there are a couple warnings here. You know, we got Frame actually is sticking with a warning. And then, oh, and looks like Zenki had a warning as well, but unfortunately he is out. But yeah, everybody that has a warning, only one warning throughout this Grand Prix.
Oh.
Just want to, you know, reach out to everybody. Contest of Speed is always looking for drivers, newcomers. If you want to get involved in some clean action league racing, there should be the Discord link in the chat. Go ahead and click on that and sign up for Contest of Speed. We'd love to have you here. We have 7 divisions, about 800 members in the Discord, so we're always looking for more drivers to expand our tiers. It's clean, great racing, but come follow us on our social media as well, TikTok.
Whit J and Entree, or Whit J gets the penalty for hitting Entree. That's no bueno. Oh, his wing is damaged. He did lose a right end plate. But yeah, if you guys sign up, maybe you'll have me and Johnny commentate over you. Who knows?
Yeah, if you love to listen to my lovely voice to go to sleep every night after your race, come join Contest of Speed. We're always looking for people. It's a great time here. It's a great community. Everybody, you know, friendly, always willing to work together with each other. So come join us, and you know, we got commentary across all 7 tiers. There's 4 EU tiers, 3 AM tiers. So we're always looking for drivers. Please come join us and have a great time.
All right, back to the race now. Looks like safety car will be doing one more lap with Chipman and Gustavo catching up. Looks like Unkempt is stuck behind his teammate. So hopefully maybe as Pablo realizes and lets his teammate by to maybe unlap himself. Okay. Yeah, maybe he can unlap himself and hopefully maybe help Pablo.
Yeah, it looks like Pablo is definitely trying to get off the circuit there, so his teammate had to go by him, but he did not take advantage of that. I do want to say Whit J did pit and get off of those hard tires onto some mediums. So
yeah, I saw that.
He's going to have the remainder of the Grand Prix here on tires. We'll see if he can make them last to the end. That's going to be about 27 laps or so. So he's got quite a bit of a race right in front of him. Those tires will be screaming, maybe even to puncture range at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. If anybody tries any tires right now to the end, their tires are going to be absolutely gone at the end of this race. These guys, yeah, safety car in right there. These guys are not playing around. These guys are getting so close to each other under a safety car, trying to keep every gap closed. And Looking down the field, looks like Angel and Days might be able to work together, both in the Alpines, trying to work their way up into the points. Days hasn't done a race. I can't remember if Angel has scored a point in Suzuka. Maybe he has. Correct me if I'm wrong. But here we go. We're going to go on board with M1K here. See if...
And Pablo has already taken
Yeah,
off
Pablo
on the
uses
entrance.
his teammate to catch these guys lacking. Hopefully, Unkempt gets out of the way. Unkempt, there you go. He goes there. Let's see, SR frame inside of Unkempt. Will Unkempt get a blue flag or because he's ghosted?
He should be on blue flags at the moment, so he should be moving over. Otherwise, he is going to get a penalty here.
There's the blue
But
flags.
Frame was able to get by him, and here comes M1K, also gets by him. So now he's going to get right back up to the gearbox of Frame coming through turn 7. And Pablo has already pulled a 1.1 second gap out front.
Yeah, Pablo really used his teammate there, which is smart. Fair play to him. Oh, Gustavo out. Let's see if we can see the wreckage. No, we can't. Days Freak, 5-second penalty with Gustavo. Maybe Days caused it, unfortunately. Another safety car is out. Not even a lap of racing for the boys after the safety car restart.
Yeah, I do have on my side penalty. It looks like for between Days and Gustavo on that incident. It came through on my end that was a big collision between those two drivers in turn 7. So that's what caused Gustavo to wreck out of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, Burn Mylander really getting what he came here for. Coming out
Pablo dived into
times
pit lane
already
to get off of the soft.
Yeah, I mean, Pablo, honestly, these two safety cars, I'm actually kind of surprised Pablo didn't pit after the first one, but Pablo, I think, with a really good strat here, maybe can stretch Hard's 25 laps. If he can, they're going to be dead at the end, as well as everybody else's tires.
You'll definitely be able to make those hards last to the end, considering you can do about 13 to 15 laps on the soft. So
Yeah, good point.
He has a lot of ground to make up now, as he's got a lot of traffic in front of him on some used tires. See if he can make up this ground quickly, get himself back into the right position for the end of the Grand Prix.
I wish we could see an instant replay of what happened at the back there. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it. Really like to see what happened there. But yeah, really unfortunate for Goose. Having a decent race, maybe looking to get some points. Unfortunately, got spun around. Days Freak. Does Days have any damage? Let's see. Or let's see if maybe Goose spun and Days hit him and got an unlucky penalty. I guess we'll never know until the end of the race. But
absolutely. But nobody else has really decided to pit from the front, so Frame is now going to be your leader, but I believe Pablo Plays is still kind of your provisional leader here at this point if everybody still has to make a stop.
yeah, absolutely. Looks like Days does pit wisely to get rid of his 5-second penalty. He should be able to catch up to the back of the pack here. Safety car should be in this lap if I'm not wrong. Unkempt still running third place, but not actually in third place. He is a lapped car. That is not Pablo. Unfortunately for him, he is stuck in the pack, not able to unlap himself. But yeah, looking down the order. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven of the 10 teams in the top 10 right now. Saw there was a prediction for amount of teams in the top 5. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the top 5 right now. I believe it was only 3, 4, or 5 teams in the top 5 for the points. So if you press 4 right now, I bet you're pretty happy. Like I said, safety car is in this lap. Go on board with. Who should we go on board with?
Let's go on board with Nick here, middle of
Nick?
the field.
Okay.
You ride on board with Nick. I will frame to see where he
This is a beautiful
releases
shot right
here.
here. These guys are so tight together right now. No room given. It's like SR frame goes right now, right on the corner. It's like Easy 10 might have gotten a good launch on Nick right here. So we'll go up to Speedy Bullet actually. Speedy Bullet right on the back of Gru. Maybe not going to make a dive bomb. Still right on board with Nick right here.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find a lot of these battles when
Yeah,
everybody's so close together.
Yeah, everybody's so close. It's moving so quick. It's a really tight track. It's really easy to miss.
Yeah, and M1K is actually on the gearbox frame into turn 7. They're looking to extend a gap real quick over Red Arrow. They're almost at that 1 second mark.
I believe the lapped car of Unkempt held Red Arrow back just slightly. Doesn't really seem to hinder him too much as he is back in DRS range. DRS won't turn on for another 2 laps though since the safety car. Looks like M1K with a great exit here. Going to bring it close down into this chicane. See if we got any dive bombs down the field. No, looks like everybody keeps it clean. Looks like Pablo made his move past Chipman. Pablo is on, I believe, some of the freshest tires right now. Those hards did pit from the lead after the second safety car came out. Running with 1 point now on P10.
Yeah, Pablo's not close enough to make a run into turn 1. Following along, Red Arrows all over the gearbox at M1K at this point in P3. Making our way into turn 3. No moves will be made here in the bank corner of turn 3. It's a very fun corner, and Pablo is actually overtaking 2 guys into turn 3. He overtaken Angel and Entre through turn 3, so that gives him all the way up to P8 now.
Yeah, this is, I keep missing the action, but it's hard to keep up with everything.
Definitely is on board with Speedy Bullet here as coming through turn 9. He's kind of closed up the gap a little bit to the back of Red Arrow off of 10. And we got a spin in the back.
Looks like
I'm wondering who that is.
Just reset to track based off the track map.
Another
unfortunately. Safety car. Oh yeah, he has no wing. Third safety car. Unkempt Arc. 5-second time penalty. I bet Gru is not very happy since Unkempt is a lapped car. I'm not sure how he's still somehow in the middle of the field. Yeah, I wish we could get an instant replay on these crashes because I'm missing them all. Looks like we got a nice chunk of people coming in. M1K, Red Arrow, Speedy Bullet all coming in. Gru coming in. Looks like maybe hards to the end I think would be the best. Let's see this the tires that people are going on. Yeah, M1K fresh hards. Red Arrow fresh hards.
Entree with a 5-second penalty for speeding into pit lane.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. Hopefully SR Frame sees that Unkempt is coming behind him and lets him buy the safety car. Yeah, let's see. M1K fresh hards, Red Arrow fresh hards, Speedy Bullet fresh hards, Chipman pit to fresh hards. 1, 2, 3 people pit to fresh mediums, 11, 12, 13. Those mediums, they'll be able to get the, I think any tire from now besides the softs could get to the end, but it's still going to be very hard. Got to keep track of the your curb usage. Make sure you don't get a puncture. But yeah, looks like here's our position changes. Easy 10 up 12 spots. He is on 8-lap old mediums. Might have to pit again. I don't know. Days Freak, though, up 11 positions in 7th. Great race from him so far after an early spin and crash out in quali.
Yeah, I think for Days Freak, boxing that last safety car to get off of those worn mediums, put on another set of mediums, and got rid of his 5-second time penalty. Let me check here, see if, so Freak has actually made 2 pit stops, so I don't think he will have to box one more time.
Yeah, looking. looking at the
remainder.
pits, yeah, Days has boxed twice. Wit J, Days Freak is going into the pits actually right now. Speak of the devil, taking a lot of time. Angel, Days' teammate, got a 5-second right in front of him. I think Days was going really slow, so he doesn't get held up too much in the pits. Looks like Days is going to hards. Those tires should be able to easily make it to the end by now. Wit J, though, 4 pit stops in the Ferrari. That Ferrari crew is really getting a lot of work right now. Days Freak 3 stops. Unkempt 3 stops. Looks like Unkempt did box, so he will be at the back of the pack, luckily, to not hinder any front runners here. But there's your tire graphic for you folks.
I think Frame and Nick will still have to box here. Let me check. Yeah, Frame and Nick both still have to pit one more, at least once in this Grand Prix. But everybody else on the grid has made a pit stop. So I think Frame and Nick AC30 are really hoping for maybe potentially another safety car.
Yeah.
And then they'll take advantage of it.
I think, have we had a VSC this race? Safety car is in this lap. I don't think we've had a
VSC.
I think there can be one more safety car or VSC this race, and then we've used them all. But SR Frame and Nick on split tire compounds here. Nick's tires should be better at this point. Go back to, let's see. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm panicking. I'm so excited. But, yeah, well, the safety car's ending. Thank you, everybody, for all the follows this stream. If you're enjoying the stream and the race so far, put something in chat. But here we go. SR10, or SR Frame, excuse me, goes early. Nick AC right on the back of him. Looking for a move maybe into turn 1. Nick pulls out. Goes down the inside. Nick on those hards. SR Frame on the mediums. Can SR Frame hold it around the outside? Nick has the move done. Coming into the banking. Great move by Nick.
Looks like we've reached the crossover point between the hards and the mediums at this point. Or
Red Arrow.
Nick just had a great warm-up on those hard tires to give him a good run down into turn 1.
Yeah, it looked like Red Arrow almost had a chance of getting M1K here into the banking with a good exit, but backed out wisely. Field really tight now. Very close. Anything could happen right here. It's like, who's that? M1K goes a little wide. Almost touches the grass.
Pablo Play making his way through the field back up to P8
Here we go.
Here. He just got through the inside, a speedy bullet.
Red Arrow and
Down into
Loggy.
turn 11.
Loggy stays defensive. Pablo looking for a move around this battle right here. Pablo going to cut it back. Is Pablo going to keep it? Pablo with maybe a little bit of a snap. Gets squeezed onto the grass. He's cutting the grass. Lawnmower. Lawnmower Pablo.
Easy 10 got a great run off of turn 14. Down inside of Frame. We're getting about 3 wide down turn 1.
Paulin looking for a move, though, around the outside. Going to try and keep it. Gets it done around SR Frame. SR Frame just dropping. Those mediums are no longer good for him. Wit J retires from the session. Looks like Days Freak or Angel was in it. Safety car out. Last safety car of the race, I believe. Burnt Mylander, driver of the day. What is going on, guys? Electric entree. 5-second penalty with Gru. Man, Gru is a collision magnet under these safety cars. Man, what is going on?
Yeah, it looked like there was a small collision between Chipman and Whitjay there, and might have caused Whitjay to maybe potentially spin out into the inside wall. But yeah, there was a collision, electric entree, and some of these people don't have their stuff set up properly. And Gru there.
If SR Frame does not pit here, not sure what's going on. I'm sure he's really happy because, yeah, those mediums were not doing him well there. He was just going to keep dropping down the field. Easy 10 up 13 spots. Nick up 10 in P1. Great job by those guys. Yeah, SR Frame 17 lap old mediums. I assume Nick might pit here too, yeah. Nick in the pit. SR Frame stays out?
Wow, SR Frame is really hoping for another safety car, but I'm not
sure. Is he going to try and send these to... I don't think we can have a safety car or VSC anymore. Did SR Frame just ruin the strategy? What is the McLaren engineers on? Andrea Stella must know something that we don't or something. Maybe he's going to try and send these to softs, though. Which would be very interesting, but... Yeah, next closest person to 17 laps is Paul and Hell in first place on 8-lap-old hards. Should be able to make it to the end. Otherwise, everybody else on 4 or below, actually ASAP Loggy 8-lap-old hards, but everybody else besides them has tires that could easily make it to the end.
Speed.
Entree
Yeah.
with 10 seconds now.
4 out of your top 5 are all on hard.
Yeah.
Back half of the grid is all on medium.
4 different constructors still in the top 5. Pablo just on the outside of 5th place right now in those 4-lap-old mediums. Definitely going to be trying to make his way back up into first place where he was until the second safety car came out. What is this, the 4th one now? In about 4 or 5 laps maybe? I think we might have had 3 laps of total racing. But as we cross 20 laps, we are over halfway. Now, I don't believe you can still get a VSC after 4 safety cars. I think you can only get 4 VSCs and safety cars total. If I am wrong, correct me, but that just feels right.
Yeah, I think you are correct on that. Only get 4 of safety cars and VSC total. I had a race at Baku at one point. Ran out of safety cars in the first 10 laps. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But looking at the fastest lap, Pablo in P6 still has the fastest lap from, I believe, when he had the softs on. Looks like closest person maybe is Red Arrow with a 12.5. Pablo with a 12.1.5. Go back to interval now. Put this away. Just wait. Safety cars should be in this lap. Last safety car. Assume Burnt's pretty happy. He's probably pretty tired after driving all these laps.
Yeah, I mean, driver of the day, definitely safety car at this point. You know,
Yeah,
led the most laps of
absolutely.
the Grand Prix. Coming off of turn 10, we are waiting. Safety car is going to be
There's
in
the
this
call.
time by, so Paul is starting to back up the field a little bit here.
I think we ride on board with Pablo here, right in the middle of the pack in P6. Not middle of the pack, but middle of the action right here. P10, fresh tires. Pablo has great pace. Let's see what happens. Paulin back in the field up. SR Frame. Oh. Maybe we'll get Johnny in a second. I'm not sure what happens here, but Paulin goes right now on the exit of the curve. So I'm a little excited. I got rid of Pablo. See Pablo gonna look for a move on ASAP Loggy right here. Really great jump on him. Goes maybe down the inside. Pablo sends it in the curb, touches the wall, gets pinched.
Okay.
We all good? ASAP Loggy gives the position back to Pablo. Maybe, I'm not sure. Pablo was squeezing the wall. Hopefully Pablo, no damage. Looks like M1K right on the back of SR Frame. Down in the fast right-hander downhill of the track. Pushing him through. Johnny, you here?
1 second. Almost in.
No
Whenever
worries.
You can send an invite unless my
Do I need
game
to
is
send
not
it?
gonna- yes.
Okay, hopefully I can do it quick.
Hold on.
Oh, I've already went to the thing. Hopefully I can invite you quickly. Alright, you should have an invite. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Back to the racing. Looks like Paulin and M1K, both the top 2 of the Alfa Romeos. Paulin back in. Looks like SR Frame and Red Arrow maybe going for a move. Red Arrow gets the move done. Pablo makes the dive on SR Frame. SR Frame on those old tires still. Not sure 14 laps to go here in this Netherlands Grand Prix. Speedy Bullet right on the back of SR Frame on those old mediums. See how much SR Frame gains right here through this sector. Sector's all about mechanical tire grip, which I assume SR Frame has none of at this point.
Chipman worked his way around. Side of Angel in turn 9, making their way toward turn 11. Angel dives back
Angel
down to
going
the inside
back.
of Chipman. Side by side action coming off the exit of turn 10.
They touch right
Making
there?
our way toward. I'm not exactly sure if they touch, but
Oh,
it looks
Chip goes deep. Misses his
Chip
breaking
goes
point
really
into the
deep.
gravel. Keeps it clean, though. Looks like Gru on Days Freak. Days Freak staying on the inside. Oh! Oh, that's unkempt. Okay, DRS enabled now. Thought that was Pablo, man. I keep getting scared. Looks like
Frame
SR,
has gone
SR Frame
into the
finally
pit.
pits. Okay, I assume he's throwing on a pair of softs if you can confirm for me.
He is on soft tires.
Okay, here we go. Nick AC on the back of ASAP Loggy. ASAP Loggy, the only Merc in this race now who's able to score points for the Merc team who has not scored yet in AM3. Pablo now in the top 4, sniffing Red Arrow, looking for his way onto a podium position here.
He was looking to dive underneath him in turn 9, but he decided to back out.
4 teams in the top 5 right now. Entree with a spin. Maybe saves it just a little bit. Go back up to this front 4 right here. Both the Alfa Romeos. Let me pull up the tire graphic just real quick.
Ooh!
Oh!
Onto the curb. That's
Oh!
Now here comes Red Arrow. Took advantage. He takes over P2.
Oh, I'm not sure what happened. I kind of looked away.
And
Pablo
another
going
safety
for the move.
car.
Oh, whoa! Wait, what happened?
Yeah, what happened? That's what I'm saying.
Days Freak maybe lose a wing? SR Frame might have had the luckiest thing of his career. If he stayed out, maybe not though. Maybe if he stayed out just a little bit longer, he could have had the greatest strategy maybe of all time.
Yeah, unfortunate for Frame. I think he's too far back, too, to be able to take advantage of everybody that's going to have to go into pit lane.
Yeah, let's see how many people dive into the pits here for softs. See how many people maybe saved a set of softs for the race for something like this to happen. Safety car. I'm almost positive this has to be the last safety car or VSC of this race. So anything that happens now goes. No saving yourself now from anything. Let's see how many people dive into the pits for softs. 12 laps left, maybe even fresh mediums if you have it still. I think if it were me, I would go mediums here. Softs do die off very quick, 12 laps as well. No more safety cars.
And M1K is actually backing up Pablo.
Red Arrow
here.
doesn't go in. M1K is the first one to take a bite. Into the pits, followed by Speedy Bullet and Loggy. See how many people. Oh, Speedy Bullet. I really don't know how he got a speeding there. I was on board with him and he was going very slow. That's not great for him.
M1K also put on a new front wing along with a set of soft tires.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so ASAP Loggy, I think, might be in a very good position here. And Speedy Bullet on those mediums. Unfortunately, Speedy did get a penalty. The softs will be quicker, I'd say, for about the first 6 or 7 laps maybe. And the mediums will take place over in the last 4 laps, I would say. So ASAP Loggy could be looking to score good points for Mercedes here.
Yeah, ASAP's in a prime position at the time being. He does have to worry about Frame, who actually was able to jump him. So Frame on those used softs is up to P9. He's going to have some action in front of him to work through with Chipman, Electric Entree, and Angel.
Yeah, absolutely. The top two are the only ones on hards, though.
That's going to cost him here as Pablo plays is right behind the both of them on a set of mediums. And with all these safety cars, those medium tires are not as everybody would expect them to be at this point in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Pablo's honestly might have done 2 racing laps on those mediums. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, so he's kind of in prime position to get to the end. He does have to worry about Paul and Red Arrow a little slower in front of him. And
yeah,
I think that's going to help out Easy 10 too, because if Pablo gets stuck behind them,
looking at the chat
Easy 10
here,
might be able to find a way through.
Here's all the stops that the drivers have done so far. Looks like we do have 2 4 stops. 3 4 stops, sorry. 1 3 stop. 8 2 stops, and only a select 3 drivers have only done a 1 stop. SR Frame, Paulin, and Red Arrow. 1 and 2, and then 9th right here on the fresh softs. Only did a 1 stop. Here's the position changes right now. Easy 10 still the biggest winner with 11 spots, although Paulin is up 8 in first place. Paulin's got to be probably nervous, but liking the spot that he's in right now. 10 laps to go now. Looks like it will be 9 once we go racing again, with Speedy Bullet catching back up to the pack. Man, I'm out of breath.
Yeah, so we're about ready. I think we're going to go to green this time by, just waiting on Bullet to catch up as they're in turn 10. Safety car is not going in.
I actually think it'll be a late call here.
Yeah, I think it might be a late call as well, as they're all in sector 3.
Yeah, there it is.
Bullet. Yep, here's
all
the
right.
late call.
Safety car driver's just calling it, saying, I'm done. I'm not coming out anymore. 10 laps to go. You guys got it. All right, let's go on board with Easy 10. He is in 4th place, just 1 spot outside the podium, right behind Pablo, who is looking to maybe be the favorite right now. Even though Easy 10 is on fresher mediums. Let's see if he can maybe give Pablo a hard time. Paulin goes right now out of the corner. That's been a very popular spot for everybody. Here we go.
He was able to get a great jump as we're looking down the field. We got the McLaren of dives to the inside of 10 into turn 1. Is he going to be able to overtake him to the inside of his teammate at the same time of Electric Entree heading towards turn 3? Able to complete the move on the both of them off the exit of turn 1.
Loggy going wide. Loggy spun Entree.
Turn 3. Chipman goes to the inside wall. Jump back up to the front. Actually, we might have some more action still going on back here. Nick, never mind, that's unkempt.
Yeah, no more safety cars, unfortunately, for Chipman. His race is most likely done. Yeah, I was looking at that. I don't really know. I'd have to look at it back again to see who's at fault there. It's like maybe Loggy might have came down just a little bit too much and spun Entree. But we bowl. Here we go. Easy 10 still.
8 laps to go when we cross the line this time by. Red Arrows close up that gap on Paul and Hell. Trying to close the door, looking into the side. Turn 1. Both of them gives each other.
Oh,
Paul loses it. Gonna jump right back in front of Gru heading into turn 3.
Trying to get on the gas too early. Angel trying to go around the outside. Oh, SR Frame!
Oh, man.
Angel and SR Frame hit. Oh, they're pumping still.
Pumping.
Angel all over the road maybe. I don't know. It's all happening too quick.
And Frame
really
is
tight
sticking
between
right
these
to
guys.
the back of him. Is he going to look for a move into turn 9? Here goes Frame down the inside into turn 9. Side by
Good
side
room
off
by
the
everybody.
exit.
M1K going to look to make a move on Angel maybe. Going to stay back here. All these guys are bunched up right here. M1K with a greater exit than Angel. ASAP Loggy now maybe going to go down the inside in the chicane. Don't make it 3 wide, Nick. Spare us. And Loggy goes up the inside. M1K pushes M1K out of the gravel. Oh, and Angel goes.
Angel goes around.
Oh, what is happening?
A lot of action going.
Grew around the outside. Oh my God, Gru and Paulin almost just took each other out. Gru looking for the move now after a very close call into turn 1. Banging wheels, pushing Paulin to the outside. SR Frame looking to make a move. Oh my God, this is great. Paulin gets squeezed. Bumping.
Frame and
Holy.
Paulin.
SR
Into
Frame
turn
going to try and
three,
hold it
Frame
around
around.
the outside. Man.
And here comes Nick AC on the inside of Paul, hitting turn 7.
We gotta
He's
go-
able to complete that move.
We gotta go back up to Pablo and Red Arrow. They were right by each other. Oh my! Actually, I don't even know if we can. We gotta go back into this field. Nick going for it, maybe right on the back. SR Frame. Nick taking a different line than Frame. Frame is using those softs to his advantage. Fight
M1K
for
was
the
looking
lead.
around the outside of ASAP Loggy, but now he's back to the inside, outside. And
M1K
dives
gonna
down
do
to
the
the
same move. Maybe to Loggy. No. Unkempt
lot
right
of
there in
action
the
going
back.
on.
It's DRS this lap. M1K looking for a move on Loggy. Not very happy with Loggy pushing him onto the gravel. There's the fight for the
Pablo
lead right
Plays
now.
is closing up to the back of Red Arrow.
Pablo, yeah, Pablo with the DRS. Going to the inside. Banging each other again. Holding it around the outside is Red Arrow. Can they keep it too wide through here? Hitting again, hitting hard. And Pablo! Pablo saves it. Easy 10 makes his way through. And they oh my God. Paul and Hell retires from the session.
Oh, man.
He did a Logan Sargent. No more safety cars. You cannot make this up. Pablo spins into the wall. Pablo out of this race with wing damage. He's still going, actually. Sorry, this is insane.
Back up to the front. Easy 10's the second off of Red Arrow. Actually looking at a pretty solid position here. Frame is on the attack on Easy 10. Nick AC just gets through the inside of Group P4.
Oh my God, we gotta calm down. Oh, man.
Heading to about 5 laps to go. Frame is all over the gearbox. Peek to the inside of Easy 10. He's got the DRS flap.
They're
Down to
touching on the
inside,
straight.
using all the way down into turn 1.
Keep in mind, SR Frame is on those softs still. Those softs are probably going to start changing over right now. Will Red Arrow get his win? Pablo, 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Oh, that hurts for Pablo.
That definitely hurts for Pablo, as unfortunate for his race, having a really good run at the beginning, and now he is unfortunately going to be all the way back down into P10.
Red Arrow is on those white-walled hards. SR Frame is looking to maybe make a move here quick or stay in the DRS of Red Arrow and save up his battery for a last lap push. Oh my God, I'm still out of breath from what happened. M1K looking for a move, getting a good exit from Gru. Gru maybe going to try and hold it on the inside on the chicane. No, backs out wisely. ASAP Loggy now on the back of these guys. We have probably
going to get a good exit off of 13 and 14. He opens up that DRS flap, but I do not think he's close enough to be able to make a run down into turn 1.
Nick though. Nick on his softs, blinking. We have probably 4 drivers here that could get a win. Easy 10 going to try and hold it around the outside. Stays there for now. Too wide, backs out. Okay, Nick is blinking. Can we get an ERS check on Frame and Red Arrow maybe? Frame is blinking.
Yeah, Frame is at 10% and Red Arrow's at 20%, so it's going to come
SR
down
Frame
to
going to look
the
for a
DRS.
move. I'm losing my voice.
Frame is looking to make a move, maybe into turn 9. Dive down the inside. He is not. He's going to follow him
behind.
along.
Man, we have 3, maybe 4 drivers who can win this race right here. 4 laps left.
Frame opens up the DRS, heading towards turn 11. He's going to try and close up that gap right to Red Arrow.
Loggy and Gru fighting in the
run off of
chicane.
the S of 13.
Sorry, Loggy does get the move done. So Frame extra close to Red Arrow here, within 3/10. DRS open on the curve right here. Red Arrow probably, maybe, Red Arrow blinking now too. Nick, the only one not blinking. Red Arrow going to the outside. Nick Maybe going to try and dive bomb and breaks late. SR Frame going to go for the switchback. Nick right on the back. SR Frame gets the switchback done. Nick trying to pick his way through these guys. Yeah, I also just saw this in chat. Zenki pointed out SR Frame is somehow making this one-stop work. Days Freak unfortunately retires coming up here. See if we can see him. Oh yeah, just right up there in the wall. Unfortunately for him, his night is over. P13. Pablo with the fastest lap on those fresh softs. You got to keep an eye on this front three right here.
Yeah, the front three are really close together right now. This is anybody's win. No penalties handed out at the time being between the three of these. Red Arrows trying to close up that gap right to Frame so we can get a good run off the S13 using the DRS down the main, start, finish straight. We're going to have about 3 laps to go when we come up.
Yeah, if you guys want racing like this, you guys got to join the Contest to Speed Discord server. This happens almost in every tier, every single week. It's just absolutely insane, guys.
And here comes Red Arrow, dives down. He's going to complete the move. Here
Nick,
comes
though.
Nick as well.
Nick, too wide. SR Frame trying to hold it around the outside of the other soft wall tire. Loses the spot. Nick tucking into second place. Red Arrow, though, on those hards.
Yeah, Red Arrow on the hard tires. He's trying to defend these soft tire compounds behind him, making his way up the hill towards turn 7 now.
Looking for the better exit. Frame and Nick are blinking. Red Arrow is blinking too. This top three is blinking here with 2 laps to go. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, and SR Frame grounds himself. I think you just left. Should I try and send you an invite real quick?
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. I'll just watch the stream here.
You sure?
Commentating.
Okay. Looks like it's just me. I'm sorry. This is insane. I wish I had you here, but Nick, 6/10 back from Red Arrow. Got to try and stay close. SR Frame unfortunately dropped out of DRS after grounding himself on that curb. No DRS for him. Looks like it's going to be a battle between Nick and Red Arrow for the win. Nick blinking, Red Arrow blinking. Nick with the DRS going to the outside. Can he hold it around the outside on those softs? Maybe touches the grass. Keeps the grip. They touch. Nick pushed out of the grass. Nick backs out. Penultimate lap. Next time by is the white flag. SR Frame maybe trying to get back into the DRS of Nick. Nick, though, needs to stay close. This is insane. We will have a DRS right here. We will have a DRS straight right here. Nick's going to need to stay close. Maybe save his DRS for this last lap push. Yeah, Red Arrow's defense right here is absolutely perfect. I don't know if it can really get any better here. Nick's going to need a good exit out of these last few corners to have a chance at Red Arrow. Red Arrow is blinking. Both these guys have no battery. It's going to come down to DRS. Here we go. Both guys blinked at the exact same time. Same exact battery. Last lap. Here we go. Nick to the inside. They both bang wheels. Nick keeps it. Red Arrow trying to go around the outside. Nick maybe loses the rear end. They touch. Give me a better camera angle. Here they go. Too wide. Nick keeps it on the outside. Nick going to look for a better exit right here. Oh my God. Nick maybe going to look for a move right here. Stays behind wisely. One more DRS straight, folks. Nick trying to keep it close on those softs. Red Arrow's tires should be better by now. Red Arrow, or Nick, may be falling just a little bit too far behind for him to come back. Maybe we'll have a crazy dive bomb. Not looking likely. Nick not going to get the move done here. Looks like Red Arrow's going to bring it home. 2 more corners for Red Arrow, both blinking. Red Arrow blinking. Nick opens the DRS one last time. Maybe run down to the line. It's going to be close. Red Arrow takes it right at the line. Less than a 10th. What a race. Oh my gosh. SR Frame finishing out the podium. Nick, so close. Red Arrow gets his first win of contest this speed. AM3 Netherlands. Great race by Red Arrow. Oh my god. What a race by these two.
Yeah, that was a great race by the finishers there. Congratulations, Nick and Red Arrow. One heck of a show on the last, 4 or 5 laps to come away with a win for Red Arrow. Nick was all over him on those soft compound tires. They were both using all their battery and DRS, and unfortunately Red Arrow was able to take the win away from Nick.
Man, can we go to the tire compounds real quick? I didn't get it. I wish I saw how old the tires were, but oh my, what a race. That was probably the greatest race I've ever watched / commentated. That was, oh my god. Constant battles on those last few laps. I gotta think of the questions I'm gonna ask these guys. That was insane. Oh.
Yeah, that was a great battle on the last lap. The two drivers gave each other a lot of bumping and banging there, but they kept it clean and they made it work all the way to the end. So that was a great finish between the both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's Red Arrow, Nick, SR Frame are your top 3. 5, there you go. 5 constructors in the top 5. If you put 5 teams in the top 5, enjoy your points. Easy 10 and M1K rounding out 4th and 5th. Man, here it is. Let's get all the times right here. Here's that. And we'll go down. Days Freak. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 DNFs, unfortunately, for these guys. Easy 10, 5th in the Ferrari, Grew in the Haas, 6th. Haas bringing home good points with Red Arrow with a win. Loggy brings home Mercedes first points in AM3. Speedy Bullet in the Williams. Pablo 9th. Manages to bring home 2 points after an unfortunate end to his race with about 5-6 laps left. Angel in the Alpine, unkempt. Lapped almost the entire race, makes up 3 spots. Good on him. Days Freak. DNFs makes up 4 spots though. Paulin, Witt, Goose, and Zenke round out the 18. Man, I can't believe it. We'll head on over to these interviews right now.
Absolutely, we'll just have to invite them in here. Let's see.
Let's see. All right, invite Red Devil, or Red Arrow, sorry.
Red Arrow.
Those guys are so similar. All right, Nick, and then SR Frame. All right, there's that. All right, let's see if we can get these guys in here. Do you want to do the first question?
Yeah, we'll start with Frame and P3 and then work our way up to the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I'm definitely going to have no voice tomorrow. That was what a race, man.
Dude, my hands are shaking.
Dude.
God.
Seeing as they're not joining yet, I think we just start with the winner right here. First come, first serve. Winner, Red Arrow. Congratulations, bro. The race, that was the best race I've ever seen. Your defending was amazing. You kept people behind. You fought the entire way. What's going through your head right now?
I'm just speechless. My hand is shaking, like I said. I mean, I thought I lost it when I saw first Pablo, but Pablo had an incident around turn 4 or 5, and so I was like, oh, I have a chance for the win. But then I saw Frame and Nick with soft, so I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to. This is not gonna be easy for sure. But I just never gave up, and oh. You guys are there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I never gave up. I just fought as cleanly as I can, gave people enough room, but I'm not backing out like last 2 or 3 laps for the win on the line. Going into turn 2, it's going to be a game of chicken. Either I'm going to finish this race or I'm going to just DNF. But Um, it was just awesome, awesome racing. I can't say enough about Nick AC and Frame. They really raced hard but clean. They really went all after it. So I am ecstatic. It's my first win in cause, so it's extra special. So yeah,
Yeah, man. Congratulations. Beautiful race. You have any
yeah.
questions,
Thanks,
Johnny?
thanks.
Um, I mean, you made those hard tires work, from the time you bought. Those soft tires were all over you. Battery pretty early to keep them behind you, but heading into that last lap, um, I know you were uh, I know you were battling pretty hard trying to keep the softs behind you, but were you afraid at all that probably under pressure for a overtake?
For sure, 100%. I think one point on down the main straight, like you said, I saw an orange and blue car. I'm like, this is gonna be a world of hurt going into this turn one. I can go into it P1, end up in P3. But I just stuck my nose in there, just make them feel me, force them into some sort of error, which I think I got one of them to do so, and I still ended up in first after that. So the most nerve-wracking what is turn or part of lap was that last lap. I only had 12 ERS, 12% of ERS. I'm sure he had more, getting more traction out of the corner, so I didn't know I was going to make it to the line. So I was just praying I would. He almost got me too. Only eight, like what, 0.084
Yeah,
from me.
800s between you guys. Actually, you guys were pretty even on ERS almost the entire way on those last few laps right there. But if you do know, what were your tires at the end? If you know.
Honestly, I don't know. I told Gru, we were in a voice chat together after I boxed for the hards. I'm like, I'm not gonna worry about it. Track position is everything for me, and I'm just gonna risk it to the end, see what happens. And it worked. It just ended up working. I got scared with the softs, but it ended up working. So I really can't tell you.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your win tonight for your first win in contest speed. That was fantastic way to get a win, though. I mean, you held them off on the hard tires and beat them by 800 down to the line. So, congratulations on your first win in contest of speed, and hopefully you can get many more now since first one out.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. I just can't say enough about racing in this league. Frame and Nick were just outstanding. Like very fair. They didn't make it easy for me. Definitely didn't make it easy for me. But they always kept it clean and fair around the corners, especially going into turn two. That could have been a really bad incident for both of us. In different occasions. So I have to commend not only them but everybody that I raced against today. So I'm looking forward for the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Congratulations once again. On to Nick 30 for the second place finish on the podium here. You were all over final final few laps. I mean, take us through your thought process. Like did you want to be in first going into the last lap, or did you kind of satisfied sitting in second place and hopefully trying to overtake him going into turn one?
Well, yeah. Firstly, I just want to say, yeah, Red Arrow, great racing. Frame, great racing. Those last few laps, I was really just trying to stick in DRS. I knew I kind of had the pace on Frame until he made the mistake. With Red Arrow, honestly, going into that last lap, I did prefer to be behind so I could maybe get like go get to that drag race on that final straight. But unfortunately, I had a little moment going into that second DRS zone, and I kind of felt like I was playing catch up, and I'm honestly surprised that it was only an 800th gap. But yeah, that was kind of my thought process, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your P2 there. I really don't even know what to ask. That race was just crazy. I mean, you somehow made those softs stick until the end. I really thought they were gonna fall off. Did your softs like really feel bad towards the end, or what was the story on
Um,
that?
they weren't necessarily feeling bad. I ran a few sim races earlier, and honestly, the deg was better in this race than any other race I did, so it really caught me off guard. But I definitely feel like I had a little bit more pace at the end. If I could just, kind of deal with those tires under me a little bit better. But that's just something to work on, and hopefully I can get a win next race after that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't believe I wouldn't doubt that you're not too mad with the result there. Getting a P2, a close fought P2, fighting the last few laps. I mean, you couldn't really ask for more watching. Can't imagine how you felt in the car, but
Oh,
yeah.
dude, my whole body was shaking. I can't lie. Dude, I mean, I knew Red Arrow was going to keep it clean just from watching him and Frame race ahead of me, kind of after that safety car restart and after I worked my way back up. So I wasn't too worried about getting taken out per se, except for one time going into turn two, like Red Arrow said. But we both made it through. Good race, great pace from the both of us, and hope everybody enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Nick, once again, on your second place finish. I mean, that was, like Mindset said, we're at a loss of how to describe those last few laps for all three of you. But on to Frame. Um, I mean, Frame, you were all back of Red Arrow, the penultimate lap. You lost a little bit of, you kind of got caught out there. Was it a mistake that you made, or was it just you eventually lost the pace?
Well, I overshot the corner, and Apex kind of just took me off the track. So I kind of lost my pace there. My tires were at I believe they were at 34 at that time, so they were kind of losing pace. So after that, I kind of just stick to third place. But so far, I got to give props to Mindset and Red Arrow. They did great. That was great racing, overtaking me at the same time. I was not going for defending a lot.
Yeah, I just have one question for you, based on
Yes.
your strategy. Um, was your strategy the entire time to just do a one stop and stick it out, or what was your
So
plan there?
so when the third let's see, the third safety car came out, my tires are already on the medium set. We're at 33% all around.
Hmm.
So I was thinking of pitting, but then I was like, let me stay out until lap 22 because my original plan was to go out to lap 21. So once I went to lap 22 and pitted for the softs, the next safety car came out, and that kind of gave me the advantage. And most likely is like I worked my way up from all the way from what was it, 16th place, all the way up back to third place, even though there was a lot of traffic.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us were surprised when you did not pit. I think when the third safety car came out, and you were just in the front of the pack with like 17 lap old mediums. I didn't know what to expect, but great on you for bringing it to third place there and saving great points.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Frame. I mean, congratulations on third place finish, dude. You ran a well done race. You were determined to make a one stop work, and just to let you know, you're the only stop. So that was that was a great race by you. To put yourself on the podium. Is this your debut? I believe.
Yes, I just
Okay.
signed with McLaren. Yeah.
So
Damn,
I
dude.
mean, for your debut race to end up on the podium with Nick AC30 and Red Arrow, you're a name to watch out for heading the rest of the season here, especially for a debut podium. So congratulations on.
Thank you very much.
All
Yeah,
right, folks, I am Johnny Damon, and alongside Cost Mindset, just want to send out one more want some great racing action to be a part of, please, please, please join Contest of Speed. We are always looking for more drivers. In the meantime, next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be
I believe
taking
it's
on
Austria.
AM3. Yes, they will be taking on the Red Bull Ring Austria. So that will be a great Another great race. A lot of speed overtaking to be have there. In the meantime, any more final mindset?
No, I really have nothing else. I mean, after watching this, I hope it stays this way for the rest of the season. That race was just incredible. I hope Austria brings the same amount of craziness. And yeah, that's it for me.
All right, everybody. I'm the Johnny Damon alongside me. Mindset. We hope you all have a great night. Please tune in to tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time as EU2 will be taking on Zambor. And then tomorrow night, Eastern Time, AM2 will be taking on Zambor. So you all have a great night, and we see you guys later.
Peace.